And it's the 13th of August 2024. Got my old mate Dodgy Dave on the boat. Look at that for an action. Bit jerky, Dave, but it'll do. I said.
Yikes.
Today we're going to talk about David James, not so cleverly. But before that, big shout out to the North Dorset Hunt Sabs yesterday. They were all of it, the Devon and Somerset Staghounds who went away without a kill. Happy days. Also, the Hunt Saboteurs were all over grouse moors. I'm sure some major London restaurants that didn't even know had any grouse, so I don't know what they're shooting them for now, I'll be honest with you. And I've noticed a distinct shortage of wasps, haven't I, Dave?
Yeah.
This time of year, they're usually out.
Somebody mentioned it a month ago.
Yeah, they're usually out stinging for fun, aren't they? Anyway, there's no wasps about. They're killing the ecosystem, that's why. Sad news, Graham Thorpe, the England cricketer, did I know him, Dave?
Dead.
Oh, he's dead. Not only is he dead, he killed his centaur lad, 55-year-old, wife and two daughters, so he was obviously in a very dark place. Surrey England batsman, played 100 test matches for England, I think, with an average of 44.56 and 6,744 runs, 16 centuries. Do you know, I've been looking, Dave, how old are you? You just escaped it, actually, I do know. The suicide rate in males, we obviously 2 week will be killed then. We don't know what we don't do. We don't share those problems. That's what we do. Kill us, and we're not 2 week willed. But the 75% of all male suicides are aged between 49 and 64. So we've escaped it, Dave, I hope. So anybody who is in a bad place, I'd advise you to talk to somebody. Getting on to James, not so cleverly. He's the MP for Brainsea, re-elected at the last election. Yes, you were talking about small boats, and he said there were over 700 asylum seekers came into the country on Sunday. 2 died on the way, they drowned in French waters. This is him talking.
700 people arrived illegally in small boats to the UK yesterday. 2 people tragically lost their lives. Labour said they would smash the gangs. Instead, what they did was remove the Rwanda partnership, which was a deterrent to the people smugglers, claimed to create a border command force, which still does not exist and does not have any leadership, undermine the work of immigration enforcement, the National Crime Agency and Border Force. Their rhetoric encouraged people smugglers, and the tragic consequences are now clear for all of us to see. They need to reverse this poor early decision making and get a grip on our border controls.
There you go. The fucking audacity of that man. The Tories didn't stop one boat in 14 years. In fact, they encouraged them to come by not processing them and by putting them up in the mates' hotels and then bitching about their cost. They gave hundreds of millions of pounds to Rwanda, to Albania and to France for fuck all. The Tories opened the floodgates on mass immigration. And they broke the asylum system, they voted through the Brexit disaster, and they ruined negotiations with the EU. And he's got the fucking audacity to blame Labour. And I'll tell you, Mr. Cleverly, what fucking Labour's been doing. They've been busy quelling the fucking riots that were created by 14 years of Tory government. Are we ready, David?
Yeah.
Wakey! He's gone for it! Back on his knees! Oh, back on him today!